where do we start with this one? Where do we start with this one? How about let me start with PJ's post-game line of the year. Okay? When we don't score and we turn the ball over, we don't play with energy on the other end. Let me ask you, is this a professional team? Do they do this for a living? Is my backcourt being paid $19 million a piece? Is the center being paid $13 million or whatever he's being? Are these guys all multi-millionaires, professional players? When we don't score and we turn the ball over, we don't play with energy on the other end. I play in a friggin' rec league. I play pickup basketball. And, I could find 4 or 5 guys that'll hustle back and get back on the... How can you make that statement? How could it be true of a professional NBA team? When we don't score and we turn the ball over, we don't play with energy on the other end. Gee, that seems to be a problem. And once again, proof that the Brooklyn Nets are a 100% hoax of a contender. A 100% hoax. A Dallas Maverick team that it was 9-20 comes into your building and doesn't just win the game. Has a 20-point lead in the fourth quarter. I will challenge you. I don't know this off the top of my head. But I would guarantee, I would hope that somewhere somebody could prove me wrong. I will bet you that this Net team has got to lead the league in double-digit deficits at home this season. Now, they are a 20-13 home team, very ordinary. And I would say that's 33 home games. Man, I would love to know the stat. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to have to find it. Maybe talk about it the next time. I would bet you that of those 33 home games, man, I would bet at least 20 of them they've had double-digit. They trailed by double digits at home. And I know off the top of my head, I was at the one where they trailed by 29 at home to Milwaukee. I know they trailed by 20 to Oklahoma City at home. And here, the Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks, who stink, who are 9-20 on the road, have a 20-point lead in your building. Why? Why? Because when we don't score and we turn the ball over, we don't play with energy on the other end. Well, guess what? When you don't score, okay, well, you got a lot of those guys on the team. You got a lot of guys that don't score and turn the ball over. Okay. And Darren Williams, the big star. Darren with another nice performance. 23 points, shooting the ball much better, D-Will. Yeah, 8 for 18, not bad. 24 points, 7 turnovers from your point guard, your elite point guard. The guy I told you is the 15th best, at best, point guard in the league. 7 turnovers. A 1-point lead at the half immediately evaporates, and the tone is set by the leader. The leader gives away 2 balls, and then the other guy gives away a ball. Reggie Evans is not going to get the ball in a pick and roll. Don't give him the ball in a pick and roll. Reggie Evans is a guy that the type of guy that if he played in our rec league, we would say just let him go. Let him rebound, let him grab stuff and make passes out after he rebounds. Darren Williams, 7 turnovers. Joe Johnson, 4. 11 turnovers by a $39 million backcourt against the Dallas Mavericks. The defensively great Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks come into your building and go up by 20. It's a friggin' disgrace. Where do you start? I don't know. I mean, PJ, I got to start asking you. You're the boss. You're the guy. I mean, you make a statement like that. We don't score. I mean, you got to figure out what is that? How does that happen? How do professionals tuck their tails and hide in their own building? You look at the Knicks the other night. Steph Curry is friggin' embarrassing the hell out of them. The last 2 minutes of the game, they managed, they fought. I hate the Knicks. I can't stand them. But you know what? They got some tough guys on that team. Smith's tough. Chandler's tough. Carmelo's tough. And what do we got in our building? What do we got? We turn the ball over. We don't score, so we don't play with energy. We fall apart. It's a friggin' disgrace. It's an embarrassment to watch this team in their building. It's a disgrace. And every one of them should be ashamed. And the coaching staff. Where is their toughness on it? And Greg Anthony. Greg. No kudos for the comeback. No attaboys. No attaboys. I don't give a crap if you were down 60 and you cut it to 3. No attaboys. You got down by 20 points in your own building to a 9-20 soft team. A team that is playing out the string. Hey, I know. Yeah. Nowitzki. Okay. Had a great night. He's 74 years old. Carter. Vince Carter, who I cannot stand. I loathe Vince Carter. Okay, to me, one of the biggest losers in the NBA. Big smile, great scorer, never be a winner. 7 for 12 from the floor against his old team. A +20 ratio for Vince Carter. Darren Collison, Chris Kaman, O.J. Mayo, Sean Marion, and Dirk Nowitzki, and Vince Carter, and Elton Brand come into your building. No, this is not 2006. It's 2013. They come into your building, and they put a 20-point lead in the fourth quarter. It's a disgrace. Where's Avery to blame? Where's Avery? Darren says in the news, well, you know, I'm hearing we're still getting to know each other. You're still getting to know each other. In an hour, I could figure out in a pickup game. I could figure out in an hour what the guy does and what the strength and what the weakness is. You're telling me in 3 months you guys haven't figured? Darren says I never played with a guy like Joe Johnson. What do you mean? You never played with a guy like? You never played with a guy that can shoot, that can score? I mean, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And it takes 3 months to figure it out? It's a disgrace. I can't take it. I can't take watching these guys. And then I got announcers like giving them a break. I mean, Greg Anthony, I like you, man. I'm glad you're part of the neck. But I can't tolerate you giving these guys an out, man. I want to hear somebody hammer these dudes. Where's Howard David? Some of you don't even know. Howard David, I want him back where he used to rip guys on the radio. Rip them. Derek Coleman for doing something stupid. I'm depressed, man. This is an embarrassment. This team has just got no mental strength at all, and particularly in their own building. I said at the last show, I could tell you numerous occasions where they get punched in the mouth at home and fall away. They're a better road team. I don't know why. I don't get paid millions of dollars to figure it out. But all I can tell you is the head coach says when we don't score and we turn the ball over, we don't play with energy on the other end. I'm Mikhail Prokhorov, whatever the hell. I mean, I got to be like, what's going on here? I throw $300 million into the mix, and I got guys that fall apart. I got guys that shoot 29% in the third quarter against the Dallas Mavericks. The Mavericks, Brook Lopez, soft again. I mean, if I'm Mikhail, I'm angry. Listen, I'm not the type of guy that has to say, hey, the coach got to go. All right. A lot of my buddies were ripping Avery when Avery's around, and I was like, well, I didn't dislike Avery. After the move, obviously, hey, the Nets showed a little something. I thought, okay, maybe it's the right move. But this is the same exact team. This is the same exact team that got Avery fired. They're playing the same way. They're soft. They don't have any confidence. And now, newsflash, when they don't score and they turn the ball over, they don't play with energy on the other end. Says it all. Disgraceful performance by the Brooklyn Nets. Just one in many. Now we go to Chicago. Oh boy, that ought to be fun. Please, leave me alone.